What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. And today we have a very special local in the house. When we told you we're going to interview locals around the world, I meant that shit. We have a local from around the world today in the house. Give it up for my now friend, Stix Champion.
I've always been your friend.
Dude,
you say now friend?
Now because we met in person. Okay. And I really...
Well, virtual in person makes a difference to me. Obviously makes a big difference to you, bro.
To me, I should say family now.
Okay. Now you're kind of pushing it, but cool.
Okay, well, you're not going to have to get me a gift for Christmas, but it's all good.
Well, Christmas has passed, so that's easy.
Well, next year.
Okay.
I'll be expecting something. Anyways, let's get back to it. We have this special guest in the house today. I can't wait to interview him. He comes all the way from the UK. I'm so happy to have him in the studio. And, of course, man, I got to ask you, in the UK, what city are you repping?
I'm repping London in the UK, one of the biggest cities out there.
That's what's up. Do you have a local skate park out there?
Yes, I skate. So I'm up in North London, and I live in an area called Finsbury Park, and there's a local piece of shit, we can swear on here.
Of course.
There's a local piece of shit skate park that I love. It's like got a bit of a bowl that's a bit too small. It's got a street course that's a bit too crap. The run up to the sort of Hubble Edge. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just shittily in the middle. But I love it because nobody goes there. So me and some of my loser friends go skate there, who I love when I say loser friends.
No, of course, man. I got a few in my realm too, but it's all good.
You know, us old dogs, we got to get up early. We don't like those crowds. We don't like those rippers.
No, we don't like anybody showing me up. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. and you're older than me.
Yes, you keep pointing that out. Yes, I am a month or two older than Stix here. Yes. And so growing up in that park, man, that's kind of one thing I love about skate parks, that when they're kind of rugged like that and you get to an actual good park, you kind of roll through that a little better, don't you? Like a nice park, would you say?
I would say, but I was just going to interject and say I didn't grow up in London.
Oh, okay. Where did you grow up at?
So I grew up in South Africa.
South Africa?
Durban, South Africa. Until I was 21. Then moved to London in 2001. And so if you can do the maths, you can figure out how old I am. But yeah, so London's like my second home.
Younger than me.
Yeah. London's my second home, but I actually grew up skating the beaches in South Africa, which are actually quite similar to like Venice Beach, which is where I'm staying at the moment. It's kind of similar vibe there, except I would say skating was less popular back in those days. The surfers were bigger assholes back in those days, so it was kind of like LA, but without the popularity of skating. So we were really the losers.
Okay. Well, back when I was growing up, skateboarding didn't have that popularity as well. But just to piggyback off that, when did you get your first skateboard? Do you remember how you got on a board?
So to be honest, I actually can't because my brother got me into skating. He's 7 years older than me, and shout out to him. He lives in London as well now, so we still skate to this day.
That's rad.
So yeah, and he's a lot older than both of us.
Okay.
But anyway, and he's still skating, so shout out to him. His name's Warren. Shout out to him.
Shout out Warren.
And yeah, so he got me into skating. So because I was so young, I was like 5 or 6. I don't actually remember. So
but
I was
butt boarding,
like a lot of people, like on other podcasts talk about those plastic boards.
Yes.
It was around there. There's pictures of me, but yeah, I couldn't actually. It was too far away.
Do you remember when you found the love for it though, and you wanted to actually do tricks?
I gotta be honest, and like I would say the love. I would say I refound the love when I around my late 30s and 40s because when I first started skating, I was trying to impress Big Brother.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the love was there, but it was kind of shrouded in I gotta try to be like Big Brother. I gotta be better than him. So it was the love, but I didn't realize it at the time. I was just like,
but that was your competition. You're like, I gotta show him at least I'm good or better.
Yeah. And he was like a lot older, so he would go skate with all the cool guys. And I had to find my own group of loser friends, which I did.
Yeah.
So it was all good, but I don't know. It's like for me, it was almost like something I just had to do.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? It was almost like breathing or something. So, I mean, I love it now.
Yeah.
Because like basically, we can get onto this later, but it was just like skate until like 13 or so. Start music, and then skate music. 21, moved to London. Skate. Then like into my 20s, started to do the music more, touring a bit more. And then in my late 30s, got really back into skating again, and that's where I'm back again. Like, I never stopped.
Right.
Just like, you just...
Periodically, maybe.
You start to party a bit more, know.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like more a 2-monthly thing, not so much like every weekend thing. You know how it goes, like as you get older and stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So.
Like I've like I said in the past, I've had my hiatus of skateboarding, and I've had a few, but the longest one, like I said, was over 10 years, and I guess you could say I did find my love again for skateboarding.
Yeah.
In my 40s, I guess 39 when I first jumped on again, but like I can't believe how many good people like yourself that we've met.
Yeah.
And you shout out to the 9 Club, all the old buddies out there, because
form like Voltron.
Dude, a lot of us, man, shout out to those people, man, because we built a great friendship on social media, and now look at this man is in the studio today, and we're having a conversation. So just to let you know, things can happen for you, and never let the dream die, to be honest.
Yeah. And just to piggyback off that, I always say, like, look sideways. Like, there's people above you doing stuff, but always look at the fans of the show, because you're all into the same thing. So look right now, like, he's wearing my shirt. I'm wearing his shirt.
Support.
The reason why we got the shirts is because of another guy called Cooper Neal. Shout out to him.
Shout out Cooper
who
Neal.
Printed my shirt. And bada boom, but it just keeps going and going. So
the community was so
so
good.
So you want to like hang out with the 9 Club dudes? Of course you do. But have a look at what's going on around the night. Who's in the comments and who's saying stuff in the comments? Do they relate to you? Like, like...
Reach out to somebody that may relate to you, and you can find a good friend.
You can find a good friend. You can even find a lift to your house.
A lift to your house.
That's a little teaser there.
A little teaser. Man, let's save that one.
Yeah.
Do you remember first trick that you done besides an ollie and a shove it? Because a lot of people have been saying shove it.
Man, do you know what? I'm like from an era where it was a lot of bonus. Actually, no. I got to go back.
Oh.
No. I'm not going to go bonus because
Those are cool.
Those are cool. I remember doing a board slide for the first time.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. I remember being, having that slide.
Yeah.
And I can remember... Yeah, I can remember both on the street and on transition. When you first get that thing where you lock it and it slides for a bit.
Yeah.
And then you come back in. Mm-hmm. And for a moment you're like, I don't know how to explain it. It's indescribable, but it's like you're on the board and it's sliding. Mm. It's kind of like, and you're managing to, I guess it's the control of it, right?
It's almost like you floated for the first time.
Yeah. So like, I mean, an ollie's a float.
What just happened?
Yeah. But you managed to slide it, you didn't lose control, and you came back in, and maybe there was a bit of a dink dink, or a bit of a old 80s,
yeah. Yes, sir.
I would definitely say the board slides, both on street and on ramp. Because like an ollie, it's always the setup trick, but like now you ollie onto an obstacle, and it slides as well.
Yes.
So there's like a couple of layers there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let everybody know, are you goofy or are you regular?
I am regular.
Regular. Same here,
Just
man.
a regular old dude.
Regular old dude. Same here. But now, me growing up as a kid, I didn't know that pushing Mongo was a thing, like a bad thing, until I actually saw some footage of myself. And I didn't like how it looked. And it took a long time because we didn't have cameras. Could you imagine? Oh, my God. How do you feel about people pushing Mongo nowadays? That's a touchy subject, it sounds like. I mean...
So, it's funny, because I grew up in the skate shadow of my brother, again, this is just how you did it.
Yeah.
And then, for us who came from the 90s, it was brutal, dude. So...
I know.
I got that 90s subconscious, and when you say Mongo, I'm like...
Ooh, it cringes, huh?
It's like bare feet on wet grass in the cold morning, it's just like, ooh...
He knows how to put things in a way that I can't. You can put things in a way.
It's like standing on an ice cube or something, or
like barefoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's just got that.
I know, but I didn't know better until I seen it on camera, and I go, wow, like this really needs to change.
A few of my friends still push Mongo, and I'm like,
do they skate switch though?
I mean, Switch Mongo is okay, but Switch Mongo is dated though.
If like I'm regular, and then the advantage I have now is if I skate switch, which I do, I can push regular for switch and push now regular for regular.
Okay, but controversial subject. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
Do you think Switch Mongo should be dated? So, I mean, if you're of our esteemed age,
I mean, okay, nowadays I wish everybody would do what I do because it looks clean. I would say.
So what? Push switch, but not Switch Mongo.
Some people like Tiago, they go, I love the way he looks doing it.
The Switch Mongo?
The Switch Mongo. And I go, well, that just lets you know he's going to do a switch trick. I want people to guess. Like, I can't tell whether you're fucking regular or goofy.
Dude, I never thought of the... Because, yeah, I'm kind of bad sometimes like, with the switch thing.
P-Rod, like, the way he skates, I can't... A lot of times I didn't know if he was goofy or regular.
So maybe you should push Switch Mongo just to let people know.
Like, I can't even do it.
Because I'm pushing up all whack. Like, it's switch, so, like, hold off. But I think there should be, like, as skate judge and jury here, like, maybe there should be a cutoff time.
Gaffle. Where's my gaffle?
Gavel?
Gavel? Whatever. It's not gaffle?
It's a gavel.
Oh, yeah, because the gaffle is like when I steal something.
It's a gavel, yeah. G-A-V-E-L.
It's a little hammer.
All right, we'll cut that out. Nah, I was kidding. We'll leave it in.
Yeah, just like think of a legal age to drink.
Yes.
There should be a legal point in time where you can stop... Where? Yeah.
For children, right? Because children,
so
you don't want to really...
if you were born in 2000, you can't switch Mongo. For example.
Sorry. Go ahead, Dad. I love it.
So wait, if you were born in 2000, that means you're 23. No, we got to go a little bit earlier than that.
All right, let's put a pin right there.
I'd say like, I'll go 95. No, you know what we should do?
Hold on. Let's put a pin in that.
No, I've got a better idea.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. I got So I think my idea should be, when did switch kind of come into fruition? Like, was it the early 90s? So therefore, if you were born in the early 90s, maybe that's the point when you can't be switch Mongo.
Exactly, yeah, because that's when, I mean, everything changed for me, like I said, in a certain amount of time. When I was watching these videos, I jumped from virtual reality all the way to like.
I'm so glad you said virtual reality. It just get such warm feelings.
Oh, those were the best days. Yeah.
There's not a lot of us around, big guy.
Yeah, we're the last of our time, I think, that love those videos, man.
Yeah.
But let's move on, I guess. What's your board setup?
I gotta be honest, like I'm not fussy at all. I kind of have a board setup. I actually just, 2 days ago, yesterday actually, I flew in from New Zealand. My family lives in New Zealand, so when I flew to New Zealand from London, I didn't want to have a skateboard with me, because here's some travel advice. Different airlines, when you travel with a skateboard, it depends on the airline.
Okay.
They could tell you no, or they can tell you yes, and you can research on the internet, you just never know.
Yeah.
So I traveled to New Zealand once. I flew from London to Japan, put it in the carry-on luggage.
Right.
Got to Japan, went through security. They went, nah, you got to recheck this in. So there's some travel advice. You just never know.
Yeah.
So basically, anyway, so I went to New Zealand without a skateboard, so I didn't have to deal with that. Got to New Zealand and got a Christmas complete pretty much.
Nice.
So my setup at the moment is a crooked Gans deck, 8.5. So I'd say 8.25, 8.5. I kind of go between the two. Mm-hmm. Shape, I'm not too sure. So I've got the crooked deck. I guess I'm kind of in the deluxe brand. I've had like a Doom Sayer, which is Sayer's deck, which had like a really big shovel nose. I can't get into the weeds too much because I don't really care that much.
It's all good. You like a lot of concave, flat, don't matter?
I don't know.
Matter?
I gotta be honest. And
just put something under your feet.
The homie where I got the deck from, so he doesn't do the indies, so I'm trying Thunders for the first time. Mm-hmm. But normally I'm on Indy 149s. That's what I'm rocking. Okay. So I got the closest to Indy 149s on the Thunder version. And we were just talking earlier, but I'm rocking Spitfire Classics as well. And I've been loving Spitfire. I've tried some other wheels. not into it. So
Not into it. I have
really
a lot
into
of
the
people that love
Spitfires.
Spitfires.
Kind of on the bigger side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Spitfires.
I noticed that. It seemed like you're ready for the ramp outside. Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
There's been talk of a self flip, but I might have over-egged the pudding there.
All right. Do you have a favorite skater or favorite team at the moment? Because you mentioned Crooked, but I don't know.
Favorite skater? I thought you might say this, but...
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to mention me, but it's cool.
I mean, you're up there.
Thank you.
You're number 6 out of a top 5.
Fuck up. Damn it. Fucking missed by 1.
You know what? Like, it's quite funny. Like, shout out to the old heads. Like, there are 2 H Street videos that I grew up watching. So, you got to imagine in South Africa, obviously, it's not got the distribution as the States, right? So, you would have got the homies video from the copied off the homie, off the homie, off the homie,
so
off the
like,
homie.
Ooh,
And
I know.
you would get
like that.
yeah, you would get like, and also back then, like, you know, for the younger people,
right?
You know, those videos came out like once a year, and the
a year.
progression was such a huge jump. You know, like, so I mean, I'm not going to be that old prick like lamenting about the old days, because Instagram's great. I can put my fat ass on there and get some likes.
Right.
I love that, but back in the day, yeah,
the anticipation was like everything.
But
so when something was coming out,
those 2 H Street videos that came out, like, I'm a musician as well. I can put all my music tastes, how I like to skate, in those 2 H Street videos. It's
sick.
all there. Everything's there. Whenever I watch them, I'm like, no wonder I like such varied music, because it's all there. There's hip hop, there's punk rock, there's goth, there's everything's in there.
Yes.
But you were asking about favorite skaters. So when I look back at those like H Street videos, I mean, just off the top of my head, I'm definitely thinking like Matt Hensley, like he's up there.
Hensley, okay.
Because I remember seeing him in Hocus Pocus, second H video, kickflip melon and bin, and my brother had bought it back for Christmas. We watched it on Christmas Eve. Okay. Me and my cousins, we were all skating, and seeing him like backside flip melon over a bin, like what?
What? Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put him up there, and just as another one, just while I think about it, definitely Pat Duffy's questionable part, because that was kicking down some serious doors.
Dude, Pat
like,
Duffy, is that the one where he skates to Primus and
skates to Primus, backside lip in the rain,
right?
Double king 50-50.
Man,
like,
that questionable, right?
Like, I mean, the whole video is amazing. Like Sean Sheffy, like
Sean Sheffy is.
We're talking pure power, like, you know, and then like, I mean, everything's starting to like pop in my head now. I remember going to a newsagents in South Africa, seeing a skate mag, and seeing Chris Markovich doing that backside 180 over the fountain with the spikes in it, and just being like, what is this guy's deal? So, and you see him, I was so stoked he was on the 9 Club. And his recent Insta footage, I'm like, man, I think I'm old. Look at this guy.
I know. And he's actually ripping now.
Look at this guy.
I'm following his Instagram, and he's killing right now.
Jeez.
He's killing it. And he's just coming back, too, I think.
Like, I'm not going to diss Chris, because I'm not going to put him in there. Only because I don't know the video parts of his as well as I know Matt Hensley, Pat Duffy. And I'm trying to think of someone from the 90s. Like, I got to say, I remember watching that Welcome to Hell. I saw it here. Where is it?
Oh, the wax down there? Yeah.
Dude, I remember watching that, and it was that same thing where, like, the video went from homie to homie to homie. Like, I watched it at my house with some homies. We went skating. We just, it was on the lawn. We were so buzzed. We took it to another friend's house. Yeah. It was pissing down with rain. We went skating in a school, like, undercover. I've never seen a video supercharge everyone as Welcome to Hell.
You know what really grabbed me a lot was the music involved with all these videos.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, I wasn't listening to those things, and it just opened up everything.
Like Primus, right? When are you gonna ever hear Primus?
No, exactly.
Back
like,
in the day,
Primus was like new to me, and I was like, "Who the hell?" And then to find out later on that they do the song for South Park, I was like, I was blown away.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes total sense now. Like, how did I not put that together? But speaking of music, man, and you've been talking about that you are a musician. So what do you play?
So I started off when I was like 13. I got a guitar when I was 13. Like anyone who's 13, like up until 13, you're trying everything.
Okay.
And nothing stuck.
Oh.
But then I got like a guitar, and I started learning how to play guitar, and I just stuck with it.
Rad.
Then my damn brother again, this asshole. Honestly, he bought a drum kit, and then he left for London the next year. Left the drum kit at home.
So you start playing it.
So I started playing the drum. I'd come home from school, set the drum kit up, put the Nirvana Nevermind on.
Okay.
And play along to that.
That's rad.
And this band, Ned's Atomic Dustman, who was on Questionable, Rick Howard's part.
Ooh.
Grace L. Green, that's the name of the song.
There you go.
And I'd play to this stuff, and then I get a call a couple weeks later, one of my brother's friends. Hey, you still got that drum kit? Yeah. Do you playing drums? Yeah. Do you want to be in a band? Yeah. So
here we go.
I played my first gig when I was like 14.
Rad.
And then like we played like kind of like if you imagine LA, we started playing shows at clubs, but I was like 14.
Right.
So they'd have to sneak me in and stuff.
So
so I've been playing like gigs for a very, very long time. And yeah, again, it was my brother, that asshole. I don't basically have any identity. It's just him.
No, you do. But listen, he may have given you this identity, but I mean, like, I don't know your brother, so that doesn't put you in the shadow to me. You know what I mean?
Well, the only good thing is he's older than both of us, so that's good.
Okay. I have a younger brother, and we're 10 years apart. So sometimes I wonder, like, I don't know, you know. He skates and he's super good. He's way better than I am. I can tell you that.
I don't want to meet him if he's better than us.
I mean, I could do some shit though. No,
throw down some bonus variations.
My brother, he rips, dude. I love it, man. But we're different though. Like he's a kick flipper. I'm a heel flipper. You know, we have different things. So it's like, so there's not really a competition, I would say, but we kind of just feed off each other. Like he does something dope, I'm like, oh, let me back you up, type of deal, you know. So that's what I love about that. So speaking of music, man, I want to say this to everybody out there, that you made me a special song one time, man. That was so fucking dope. I just got the, you know, because I follow you on YouTube. I follow your channel. Follow us too on We're the Locals Sk8. And one day I get the alert saying that you're doing something, and I was like, what? And it's like making skate show song. I'm like, that's so rad. And I got to watch it from beginning, and you got to get my feed and everything, and we're talking back and forth.
Yeah.
And man, I can't, and we haven't even met. This is just through social media and just through the nightclub. Like, I thought that was so fucking rad that somebody took their time to do something special for me. And now meeting you in person again, like I said, like I didn't mean any disrespect on the front thing now, but I mean, to be honest, we're friends, bro. That it's special. It's very special. You know what I mean? Because not a lot of people, like you said, reach out to the side of you.
Yeah.
You know, because you try to reach these people above you, they're not really, their hand ain't down here for you.
Yeah.
You know, some people are out there like this, like, reach out for each other, bro.
Exactly, man.
You know,
exactly.
I love that, man. I want to put that in the show, bro, for sure.
And like, I think it's like just to create a mindset, right? Like, some people want to be like a musician, right? So they then look up to better musicians, and they try copy what they do, and they up their asshole, like trying to do as much as they can.
Right.
Whereas, like, I'm super grateful that, like, especially when I moved to London, I got involved in the punk DIY scene. And that was all, like, put on your own shows, make friends with people. So I've, like, toured the States 3 times just through the DIY punk scene network.
That's so
you know
dope.
what I mean? So, and that was all just, like, people just know people. So I'm, like, super embedded in that sort of ethos. And then when it came into social media, I have the same idea, like, sure, I can, like, make a song to try and impress someone above me, but wouldn't it be cooler? Like, I don't even know this guy, but, like, I don't care. Like, I'm just going to make this song. It's just, like, fun. Because it's fun, right?
That's fun.
F-U-N. That's it. And people are, you know, to quote, like, I'm a big fan of Devo, and they have this line in their one song. People are looking for that big ice cream cone in the sky. No one's, like, everyone's always looking up. And it's always, like, dude, just fucking have fun.
Right.
Have fun, bro. And then you'll never know what would happen. You know, like, how tripped out, like, my parents and my family were? They're like, what are you going to do? Oh.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in LA? It's like, actually, I'm going to go on someone's podcast. They're like, what?
Hell yeah.
So it's all about experiences, dude. It's all about experiences. So I just want to say about experiences, like, when it comes to art and stuff, the word art, I think, is like part of the word artifact. So if you think like when people find cave paintings, and
Right.
what they do when they find the cave paintings is like it's someone showing you their experience, right? So art's got like pushed up to this huge plethora, right?
Right.
But it's basically just like your experiences. So you doing this podcast, you're going to look back on it in 10 years and go, oh man, that was dope when
Yeah.
Stix came over and we had a chat. It's just like a time capsule of an experience.
Right.
It's become this big thing now. And people, yes, you can make money. And hey, I want a bit of money too. I'm not going to say I'm like a saint. But just do it for yourself and have these little time capsules. I look back at my videos sometimes and I'm like, oh, that was cool. I remember that day. Blah, blah, blah. And just kind of operate within those parameters. Like, because I think anyone successful, that's what they do.
Right. The thing I love about this now is like, for me, I don't have any children, right? I'm getting older. But this is a way to kind of put myself out there in the world.
Experience babies.
I mean, social media isn't really going anywhere, so this is a way for me to kind of last out there a little in a way, you know. But that's not my goal here. My goal here is to have fun and interview a bunch of cool dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like sometimes people will say like, they'll listen to a song of mine and I'll be like, oh, actually, like I just broken up with this person and this is why it's kind of a bummer and blah, blah, blah. And it's all just like your life and where you're at, you know?
You never know, man.
Yeah.
Life would take you different ways and you know, but the fact is that everything that you do, just make sure you have fun at it. That's the bottom line, because if you're not having fun, it's not worth it, really.
And we're not being life coaches by saying, have fun.
No.
We're like pushing positivity, like...
I'm pushing positivity.
You're not smiling, you piece of shit.
Well, don't smile if you don't want to, but damn it, at least say hello. Jesus. All right. So let's talk about your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you got going on that? I know you got a lot.
Yeah, like I had to have like a YouTube gaming thing because like most creative people, you just got this hamster wheel that's just spinning out ideas like left, right, and center. So the main one is just skateboarding music. So that was the one when I was making your tunes. And what I was doing recently was just going to band rehearsals and just putting the camera in the corner, playing a song with the band, and then putting all the skate footage together with that. Is because sometimes you gotta sort of pat yourself in the back, because also as creative people we like to like shit on top of ourselves, like you suck, you piece of shit. But sometimes you also got to be like, hey bro, it's all good. And it's like, okay, you skate, you filming yourself skating, you're getting into editing. Do you know what people really battle with? Music. You can make music, dickhead. Wow. So why don't you do that as well?
Yes.
And so I started just making that stuff. Yeah.
And the best part is, all the stuff is not going to get like flagged on because it's all you own it.
Exactly. So I just had that thing. So yeah, artists out there, stop kicking your ass. Take a look behind you. Like it's going to be okay, guys.
Yeah, you never know. And if you like what he's playing, reach out, man. He might make you a tune like he did for me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And then like the other channel is just because I've got a little bit into gaming. So again, I'm like, well, why don't I make some stupid songs to gaming as well? Like it's the same thing. Like again, just realizing without like jerking off all over yourself, just to be like, you know, you're good at this thing. It's cool. just go with it, you know?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I think like as a creative person, like half of you wants to like kick your ass, but well, actually I'd say 90% of you wants to kick your ass.
Right.
Whereas other people are going like, you're good. And you're like, shut up. You don't know anything, idiot.
You know? Well, I just got to back, like if I do something like this podcast, I just got to back myself up and believe in it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, dude, like we're doing this because we want to give you guys your voice and everything.
Yeah.
And to meet great people like you as yourself, dude, like coming from around the world, and really wasn't even planned, but you were here. We made it happen because we have another special guest. We'll tease it again. And yeah, man, I can't, dude, this skate world is unbelievable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say social media as well. I always think of social media like an axe. Like either you can chop wood, make a fire, cook a meal, or you can go kill someone. It's up to you. How do you want to use the axe?
It's life too. You can be nice to someone or you can be mean. Mm-hmm. It's your choice. And a lot of people, I wish, would look at the social media like when they look at life, because I mean, you could say whatever you want behind a screen that no one can see who you are. But if you're brave, say it to their face.
Do you know what Ricky Gervais says? I really like this. Ricky Gervais says like people who say bad things to him on like Twitter or something. He says like, I just imagine there's someone who has jumped out of a bin covered in shit. Because you're not gonna take that person serious. You're like, no, you're fucking crazy. You're covered in shit.
Yeah. Why would I listen to you? You stink.
Exactly. So I kind of
brush your teeth before you say something. God.
So I always think of that one as well. Just someone jumping out of a bin covered in shit.
Listen to him, everybody. God damn, that's the best way. You can get through life a lot easier knowing that everybody's just covered in shit. You know what I'm saying? God damn, and I feel good because I know I'm clean. Wow. Let's move on now. So, well, we're moving down to the end of this kind of. Yeah. We've had a good time, man.
Hell yeah.
Damn. My question is because your stuff has a lot of aliens in it, right?
You want to get into that?
I need to get into that because I'm curious. What's up with the alien stuff?
I wouldn't say it's too deep or too heavy, but it gets a little deep and a little heavy.
All right, let's get into it.
So let's just go for the jugular. Okay. Late 30s. It was a bit of a bummer, man. The band stuff tailed off. Everyone's starting to have kids. You know how that goes,
right? I do, because I have none.
So no more touring. Bit of a bummer. Your best friends you've grown up with touring, you don't see them as much because they're having kids. And you don't want to hate the baby.
No, you can't. Baby. That's life.
And you got love for your friend because you stoked that they're... But you're a bit jealous and you're a bit bummed.
But yeah.
Okay, so that's that. My old man passed away. My dad passed away. That was a big bummer.
R.I.P.
Broke up with my girlfriend. Things weren't looking good, man.
No,
so things were going kind of down. I gotta say, shout out. I reached out for help, got some counseling because I was in a bad way. And my rock bottom wasn't as bad as other people's rock bottom. My rock bottom was I'm a very motivated person, and I had a thought that said, I don't think I want to go to work today. I don't think I want to get up today. And that scared the shit out of me.
That is scary.
And I was like, whoa, because I'm the type of person who's going to wake up at 6, who's going to make a song, he's going to go for a skate, he's going to edit the thing, and he's going to get it all done by 12. And for the first time in my life, I didn't want to do anything. And that was scary. So that's the preface. Bit of a bummer. But through a bit of counseling, I looked myself in the mirror and I said, what is it that you do when you lose yourself? What is it you do? Making music, going for a skate. So 6th of January, I celebrate this every year. In freezing cold London, I went for a skate for 20 minutes. Froze my ass off. Did some old man, threw my carcass around, maybe a flip that rolled on the floor, came back buzzing.
Yeah.
So the alien comes from, feeling alienated, right?
Okay.
So when you feel alienated, you get creative.
Of course.
Alienated, get creative. So when you're feeling lost and feeling alienated, that's why the alien became a thing. Get creative when you're alienated.
That's rad. I can get behind that 100%.
And through that, like branches of a tree, it's like skate some more. Put some music. Yeah, basically start skating. I was also so jaded with music because I'd been through the mill. And it's like, hey man, you're skating. You're putting footage out there. You make music. Why don't you put your music on the footage? Why don't you put the footage on YouTube? Why don't you, there's a nightclub going on now. Oh, hey, Skate Show, cool. Why don't you make a song for Skate Show? That's pretty fun, right? And then like momentum and
dude, circles.
And then I turned 40 and I was like, man, I'm going to make a video. I'm going to go around the world and I'm going to do 40 tricks. So I did that. So I went to South Korea, went to New Zealand because my folks immigrated to New Zealand. San Francisco, Vancouver, LA. Did my last trick at the courthouse, Half Cab Crooks. Thank you very much.
Woo, shout out.
And then went to this local bar called Hanano. Shout out to Hanano, sick bar in Venice. To celebrate my doing 40 tricks around the world. And Kelly Hart walks in. And I said, Kelly, I'm going to buy you a drink. And I bought him a drink, and I got to give him props.
Kelly Hart, you better be watching this.
And I bought him a drink, and we started talking skating, as you nerding out.
Nerding out?
Yeah.
You guys are, skate nerds.
And we had another beer, and then he goes, this is what, I hope he sees this, because first impressions, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes, what are you up to, man? Because I'm going to go to this other bar. You want to come? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. But the reason why I bring that up is he could have just gone, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man. Yeah.
And hey, I would have been totally cool with that.
Cool.
But, he's just like...
It's like, you want to come down?
And so we hung out that night, and we just chatted, and it was so cool. So cool.
Hell yeah.
And you know what's so funny? My phone was dead, so I have nothing to prove it. It was like old school 90s days, right? You just got to believe me.
It's there in your heart, you know what I mean? It happened.
In my Kelly heart.
In your Kelly heart.
No, but like
Kelly.
But dude, it was so sick, and it's funny because just a quick aside, the Etnies ES team or something came to South Africa in '95.
Okay.
You got to remember there was all that horrible apartheid crap, so we didn't really get anyone coming down.
Okay.
So it was Muska, Jamie Thomas, Jeff Rowley,
Ooh.
Rune Glifberg, Bob Burnquist. They came, Ronnie Krager as well.
Big names.
Came down.
Oh, I know Ronnie.
So they come to that. We had like a skate shop with a mini ramp in the back. So we're skating that. Muska turns up, like boom. He gets up on deck. I just do like a shitty disaster. He's like, dude, fucking sick. And yeah,
Muska.
He was so sick. And I was like, man, that's so amazing. And then that night, my buddy turned 21, and half the team came to my buddy's 21st. I got a picture I can show you.
That's fucking rad.
And so there's a picture of me with Muska. I think Bob Burnquist is in there. I don't know if Riley's in there, but definitely Muska and Burnquist are in there. And then we went to a drum and bass party afterwards with Muska. You came and party with us.
Fucking drum and bass, of course.
So shout out the Muska. What you know about the Muska is for real. Just to go some other tours. 1999, the girl team came. So I hung out with Carsten, Carol, Rick Howard. Rick Howard was cool, man.
Yes.
He was chatting to me, and there was a skate contest on, and I was just being like, cool, man. And I was like, I'm sorry, because we were kind of chatting, and then someone would do a trick, like, I'd be like, I'm sorry that you keep missing the tricks. And he's like, oh, it's cool, dude. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You know, it's. I remember, I think it was the Riley Hawk episode on the 9 Club, and they were talking about first impressions. It's so true, dude. Like I said, Kelly one, the Muska one. And
first impressions of I've had my moments with a few skaters. I won't say who they are, but you got a board or something. They sign it. Can I get a photo? And they're like, I'm like, can you come around and take a photo? They're like, no, we do it right here. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Take the photo. Same line. I get to the next guy. True professional skater. Can I get a photo with you? All right, stay right there. I'll be right there. Comes around the counter.
Yeah.
I mean, little simple things like that mean everything to everybody.
It's kind of hard because we all have different personalities, right? So you also don't want to be like a performing seal. Like,
no, I'm not going to make him come.
Summer board,
come here.
Ask me how my day was, fucker.
What's up, bro? Are you too good? No. But
you want people to be themselves, but it unfortunately does make a difference.
When somebody takes that extra
2 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever it is.
I mean, it's just like it could change a person's way of thinking about that person forever.
Yeah. So even when Muska was going through that TMZ Paris Hilton, I was like, I don't care. I went to a drum and bass party with Muska, and he was so cool.
Dude, Muska is so rad, bro. Like,
there's a reason he is why people hold him in such reverence, because he's been, I speak to a lot, and they're like, dude, he's the baddest guy. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah. I went to Cowtown over there in Arizona for a contest, and Muska was like being the, MC.
The Muska?
He was being the MC that day. He was going around and I was like, what's up, man? And he goes, oh, he remembered me from the Venice wall ride contest.
Oh, cool.
He goes, oh, fucking Skate Cholo. That's what he called me. He's like, Skate Cholo, what's up, man? And I'm like, oh, dude, what's up, man? And then he goes, you should hashtag skate like a cholo. And I go, that's it. Skate like a cholo, hashtag forever. right there.
I worship at the altar of Muska.
Yes.
I will do as thine said.
I do what he says. And then I have another story when my homie was like, his little son was like 3 years old, right? And he remembers this story. He should be on the show. You know you should have been on the show already, fucker. But anyway, so his son...
I flew in from New Zealand to be on the show. So what's your excuse?
Well, he came from Washington, but it's not as far.
Washington?
It's not even as far. And he was in town. Anyways,
we might. I can walk to Washington from here.
We're keeping this in, goddammit. He's going to see this. I know he's watching. Anyways, so his son was like everybody's trying to get a high five from Muska, but he was like kind of above. I grabbed his son, 3 years old, put him up as high as I could. Muska high fives his kid. I mean, that was a moment where I was like, dude, this is... And my friend was like, dude, that's so rad.
Can I be psyched on meeting people, but also take it down just a bit in tone? Because 90... okay, I can't remember the date because I'm getting old. Mm-hmm. You know, the memory's not as it used to be.
Not always.
DVS tour.
Okay.
Steve Berra. Keith Huffnagel. Mm-hmm. Keenan Milton, my dude. Oh my God. Same sort of thing. After the little demo thing, we went to the nightclub, hung out. Actually, I don't think we went to a nightclub that time. But basically, we went back to their hotel, and Keenan sat and chatted with me and my homie till 3 a.m. And we were just asking him questions like, do you know that guy, Kevin Davis, who hard flip? He's like, no, I don't really know him, man. So what's it like, you know, just being kids? And like, shout out R.I.P. Keenan.
R.I.P.
And Huffnagel was cool as well. R.I.P. Huffnagel. And here's a controversial one. Steve Berra gets so much, he gets dog's abuse, as we say in London.
Okay.
He gave me a board, brand new board. It was the Fight Club one. And he also hung out with us. So there's all this stuff going on with Steve Berra, sometimes in social media. But he's, I'm just going to say he's rad. That's all I'm going to say. First impressions, Steve Berra, you rule, you gave me a board.
So being as you traveled around the world.
Yes, sir.
Is the world actually round?
Well, I ain't Neil deGrasse Tyson, but I can safely confirm, yes.
I don't really believe that. I don't know why.
When was the last time you traveled around?
Never, but goddammit, the maps are flat.
Where's the gavel?
The gavel.
No, but I was just curious because you said you traveled from New Zealand.
Yeah.
You had a pit stop somewhere because it doesn't have enough gas, right?
What, from London to New Zealand?
Or London to LA?
So, yes.
How does it go?
Hang on, bro.
Yeah, tell me.
So, if you travel from London to New Zealand, you can't do it in one plane journey, or else the plane will drop out of the sky. We don't want that.
No.
So, it's basically like the furthest point in the globe, basically. So, you either got to go via LA, which sucks. Don't do that, everybody. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you in a second. Or you go via the east. You stop in Dubai, you stop in Hong Kong.
That sounds rad.
So basically, just to tell you why, if you travel through LA, which I did for the first time this time, you have to basically take your baggage as if you're leaving to go to LA. You got to go out the airport. You got to walk to Terminal B. So you got to walk. You basically go out, pick your baggage up, go out of the terminal, walk along the street for a while. It's really weird. Into Terminal B and do all this airport crap again. I think, honestly, I haven't researched this, but I think America doesn't trust European security systems. They're like, we want to check it on our American system.
Right.
So that sucks. Okay, so don't go the LA route. And if you do, maybe take a day or two, go hang out in LA, like break it up a little, man. Mm-hmm. So basically it's 2 13-hour flights. Wow. So it's a long one. And then here's another interesting one. When I flew from New Zealand to come here, I left on the 27th of January at 2 p.m. and I got to LA on the 27th of January at 1 p.m.
Nice. You went back in time.
Exactly.
That's fucking rad. But you're probably jet lagged as a motherfucker.
And I'm still old as shit. So there was no reversing of aging or something.
No. Yeah. Oh, damn.
I'm still decrepit and decaying.
Hey, I got a quick question on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Vegemite.
That's Australian, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I thought New Zealand.
No.
Cut that out.
Alright.
Vegemite. In England, they have Marmite,
The hell is
which
that?
it's the same thing, though. Yeah.
Do you eat that on the lift or while you
Lift?
watch the telly?
Lift? You mean the elevator?
The elevator?
I've been in your country a few times, my friend.
I know. I'm just being a dick.
Let me just give you a triple thing quickly. So, originally from South Africa, England, US, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, US, you have an eggplant, right?
Eggplant?
Eggplant? The
Like
purple thing
the
that looks like
purple
a
thing,
dick.
Yeah. Everybody uses.
Uses as a dick, yeah.
Uh-huh.
England, they call it aubergine.
Aubergine.
Yeah. South Africa,
The same
same thing.
thing.
I think it's like the French
Oh,
word or
okay.
something. South Africa, because where I'm from, there's a big Asian Indian population. We call it a brinjal, which
Sounds
is
bigger.
so.
Kudos to South
Spare a
Africa.
thought for me, like I said, come from South Africa.
So you had to pay for extra luggage.
Extra luggage for my brinjal. Is that what you say?
Exactly, my friend.
But yeah, it's so trippy. Like you come from South Africa to England, you got to learn a whole bunch of new words,
No, I get it.
and then
man.
you come to America to hang out, and you got to learn. Then there's more different words, and it's like we all speak. And then I bet if I went to Australia, it's the same like in New Zealand, right? Oh, I was trying to look this up because I was looking. Do you call them flip flops over here or slides?
the chanclas?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So what do you call those things that go on your feet on the beach with the little thingy, the plastic thing?
Okay, but
No,
is
the
it
foot
going
thong?
through your toe?
Okay, yeah, the one going through your toe.
Chanclas. For Mexicans, we call them chanclas. But
Okay, what do
flip flops?
flip flops? Okay, just like England. South Africa, we call them slops.
Slops.
New Zealand, they call them jandals. Australia,
Uh-huh.
they call them thongs.
Wow. I like to see your thong. And she shows you her toes. I'm like, ew. What the hell?
So there we go. There's about
Yeah.
4 or 5. Because I needed to get up here when I came over here, and I was like, oh crap! Like, what do they say?
What about the
Is it
ones
flip
that?
flops?
What
Is
about
it
the
slops?
ones that
Is it
just?
jandals? Is it thongs? Like,
What about the ones that go over your foot? Do they call them slides like we do?
so I mean, I can only. The thing is, my sort of like, in London, not many people are like. It's not really beachwear. Like London, you're not getting your
No,
toes
you-
out, man.
Not at all.
So I only think about South
Keep them fries
Africa.
in.
We call them slops, like I said, which are flip flops, and that's. I don't know if they've changed.
Slops.
Slops, yeah.
Well, it looks sloppy when you have your toes out. God damn it! It makes sense.
Thank you. Okay, it's not like a thong.
Don't be wearing them slops on the plane either when you come into America.
Don't wear your slops with your thong.
Or a thong. Well, ladies.
But
Cut that. My ladies watching.
But yes, yeah, the one, yeah. God, you lost my train of thought there.
Goddamn right.
Anyway,
Let's get it. All right. So let's wind it down. We're winding it down. We're down to the end of the podcast. Let's see. I already asked you about aliens, and you gave me a pretty good answer about that. So, Jesus. What do you ask them?
Shoutouts?
Shout-outs. Let's get some shout-outs.
shout out to my brother, drum kit and the skating and editing there as well. Shout out to the Finsbury Park crew. They know who they are. This consists of Cat and Chimp.
Okay. Shout-out to all the crew.
Shout out to Cat and Chimp.
Cat and Chip. Chimp?
Chimp
Chimp.
and
They
Cat.
call me Chongo, Holmes. Just to let you know.
And shout out to anyone who wants to do something. Just do it, fail, be scared,
Be scared and do it.
be crap, and learn how to be better.
Dip your toes in it. You never
Yeah.
know. Something can happen. Don't be scared. Make that fucking move. Put your best foot forward. I don't know what to
Put
say.
your feet in the slops, in the thongs, and dip them in.
Get your feet in them thongs. God damn it. Keep it moving. All right. So I want to thank everybody. I want to especially thank my guest today, Stix Champion, coming all the way from the UK. He's already in town, but he made a special appearance at my house and blessed us with his stories. And I can't be more thankful than today. Honestly, bro, I'm honored to have you here.
Shaba.
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 We're bringing it down to the end. Thank you for everybody that's watching the show. Like and subscribe. Make sure to fucking hit that subscribe button. It may mean nothing to you, but means everything to us, man. And we want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Help us out, man. If you have anybody you want on our show, give us a holler in the comments. And we'll see you next time.
And I just want to say, put in the comment below, when should we cut off the Switch Mongo? What date of birth?
Well, hey, we
What
might
year?
get a lot of hits. Because Switch Mongo. Tune in to next time.
Shaba.
Peace.